Hello, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amy, and I am a wife and a mom to two little boys. We live on a small 10-acre homestead here in upstate New York. I love sharing videos here on this channel about simplifying your life, mindful motherhood, thrifty homemaking, and intentional living. So if that interests you, I would love for you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you a part of our community. And my hope and desire with every video that I share is that it brings value to your life in your own journey as a wife, a mother, a homemaker. So today, what I want to share with you is my no-buy list for 2025. I have a list of 25 things that I will not be buying in 2025. And as I was writing this list, I started to think of more things that I will not be buying or I would love to add to this list. So if you would be interested in more videos like this in the future, please let me know down in the comments. Without further ado, let's get into this list. So why this no-buy list? I'll be honest, for me, the biggest reason I decided to create this list, the biggest reason why I decided to not buy these things that I am about to share with you is because of my health. I am 35 years old. When I was 25 years old, I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism. And ever since then, my health has seemed to take a steady decline. Since then, I have struggled with my mental health more than ever. I have struggled with my hormones more than ever. And I continuously feel like I am chasing my tail when it comes to my health. No matter what I do, what changes I have made, it's never made a difference. I've only had to increase my medication and it just keeps continuing to go up and up and up. And so finally in 2024, I got to a point of I am done with this and I am done with just slapping a band-aid on a deeper issue. I'm ready to feel good. I believe that it's possible for us to feel better and to live vibrantly and vitally as we age. And nothing is more important to me as a stay-at-home mom and a homemaker and a homeschooler and a wife that wants to have a thriving marriage and a thriving household for me to feel good. My success, I believe, will lead to the success of my family. So that is the number one and biggest reason for this no-buy list. The second reason is truly financially. I have had to really take a deep look at my finances over the last few years. I have worked so hard to align my life to who I truly am and who God has called me to be. Cleaned up so many things and cleared out so many things from my life. Some of those big things has been sources of income, has been what I have been pursuing outside of my role as a homemaker. With that, I've had to accept the fact that we are a one-income family. We are so blessed to have the income that we have. I'm so blessed that I have my husband who provides for us, but it comes down to also how am I valuing this money that I have? How am I living more intentionally with the money that we have? And how am I making that money really work for us and spread for us? So a lot of the things that are on this list have come from that, have come from me simply trying to be smarter about my spending and inspired me to try some more DIY methods of things that I use around my home every day, things that you use around your home, I'm sure, every single day, and have saved me so much money and ultimately have been better for my health. And lastly, something I am so passionate about and something that I love to talk about on this channel and that drives a lot of what I do is sustainability. Not only am I focused on my health, but I am focused on the health of our planet. It's a rabbit hole that I could go down so easily thinking about the state of our world and our planet and what it's gonna look like in 20, 30, 40, 50 years when my kids are my age and having kids and having grandkids. I wanna do my part in living a cleaner lifestyle, living a more sustainable lifestyle, not contributing to the waste of our world because it's already way too much. I believe that every small move matters. I believe every small shift matters. I believe it all makes a difference. And if all of us are making these small shifts and shifting to a more sustainable way of living, imagine the impact that's going to make. Whether you're here for health, wealth, sustainability, I hope that this list inspires you. I hope that it encourages you. And I hope it gives you some inspiration as to some ways that maybe you can shift for you and your family. The first thing that I am not going to be buying in 2025 is all-purpose flour. Commercial all-purpose flour, I believe, is probably one of the biggest leading causes of so many underlying autoimmune diseases and so many other things that probably I don't even want to know. The more I research and learn and open myself up to sustainable living and to living a more from scratch lifestyle, the more I have realized just how over processed our food really is. What actually really is in our food. If you watch my channel, you know that I love baking bread. I love making sourdough. I love cooking from scratch, but ingredients really matter. The flour that I'm using matters. And so one thing that I will not be buying in 2025 is commercial flour. I actually just recently found a local source of fresh milled flour, and that is what I'll be using in the meantime until I can get my own grain mill. And that is my ultimate goal, is to be able to mill my own flour from home. And that way I know that I'm getting the full benefits of the grain, of the flour, that will benefit my gut, that will benefit my health, and that will ultimately not leave me in a position of where I am now, of trying to heal after so much ingesting food that is just not good for us. The second thing that I will not be buying in 2025 is commercial soap. I have been a longtime user of Dove sensitive skin soap. I know so many of us, our skin is such a sensitive topic, literally sensitive, but for me, I'm realizing as I have endured on healing my gut and living a healthier lifestyle, cleaning up my diet, that so many of my skin sensitivities are autoimmune related and have been due to my diet. And I think so many of us, we buy things that we think are going to heal our skin, are going to heal us against slapping a band-aid on a deeper issue. I realize that what I put on my body matters. It doesn't matter what I'm ingesting. It matters also what I'm surrounding myself with, what I'm putting on my skin. And no longer do I buy commercial soap, but I've actually switched over to pure castile bar soap when I'm in the shower, washing my face, washing my body. And I'm also on a journey of learning how to make my own hand soap and my own dish soap. But as far as if you're looking for a really good and gentle body soap, I cannot recommend castile soap enough. And I will leave that in the description for you. The third thing that I won't be buying is commercial face products and creams, any skincare really. For the last year, I have been using tallow on my face as my daily moisturizer. I get it locally from my friend Haley, who is the owner of Parker's Old Time Farm, and she makes this beautiful grass-fed tallow. I use this every single day. It's literally like all that's on my skin right now is her tallow. I have seen such a difference in not only the hydration of my skin, but like I said before, the sensitivities that I have struggled with, the acne that I have struggled with throughout my life has very much diminished to the point where it's getting very rare, especially since I have continued to clean up my gut and my diet. Like, this is my skin. I don't have any makeup on right now. Something I also started using in the shower every single day is sugar and olive oil. It's something that I literally stumbled upon watching a YouTube video of my own. I was watching Kristen Hoffman's channel, and I remember her mentioning that she learned from an elderly woman that had beautiful skin that all that she used every single day throughout her life was sugar and olive oil. So I just reused one of my old apothecary jars, and I literally used the sugar in my pantry and the olive oil, and I mixed it up, like equal parts, mixed it up, and I used some of that as my face scrub in the shower every single day. So in combination, I literally do not do anything to my skin any longer other than washing with the castile soap, using the olive oil and sugar, and putting the tallow balm on my face every single day. This kind of ties into everything, but like, I just feel like if we're taking care of ourselves holistically and internally, and like being mindful of our diet and mindful of what we're ingesting, ultimately our skin's gonna take care of itself. You don't really need all the commercial creams and everything that everyone's trying to sell you. The other thing that I'm really trying to embrace is naturally aging. Just like everybody else, I don't really want to be laden with wrinkles. I believe that the more I continue to clean up my lifestyle, the more I continue to clean up my diet, the more I'm living on the earth like we were intended to, the wrinkles are going to take care of themselves. But also, can't I just accept that I'm going to have wrinkles? Can't I just accept the beauty of aging? I think that that's possible, and I'm really trying to embrace that. So I hope that you will join me on that journey of just learning to embrace the skin that you're in, literally, and embracing the fine wrinkles that you acquire from sleepless nights and years of having babies and working outside a little too much. Who knows? Our lines tell a story. Our face tells a story. And let's let that story be told. The fourth thing that I will not be buying in 2025 is anything containing seed oils. Holy moly, I had no idea that seed oils were so bad for you. I really had no idea that seed oils are literally in everything. So many things in your pantry, likely, if you read the label, contain a seed oil. So making sure that you're sourcing your goods from a ethical place that watches for that, like Thrive Market is a great resource that I just started using, or simply by making things yourself. Like, I grew up with my mom making homemade salad dressings, but it's just one of those conveniences that I have adopted over the years of buying salad dressings from the store. But what are they doing to me internally? What are they doing to my health? That is a mission of mine, buying things and bringing them into my home that they are made with good, healthy oils like avocado oil and olive oil or coconut oil. If they do not, I will be finding ways of making it myself. The fifth thing that I will not be buying in 2025 is toxic deodorant. I will not be buying any deodorant that contains aluminum or any billions of other random ingredients that I cannot pronounce. I'm still on a mission of finding a really great natural deodorant that I love. I feel like I've tried a billion in the last year, but I'm very excited to try the Wild brand. I've heard wonderful things. So if you have a suggestion of a natural deodorant that you love, please leave it down in the comments for me, because I would love to hear. Along with that, the sixth thing that I will not be buying is toxic makeup. Like I already mentioned, I'm not wearing any makeup currently. It's so amazing to me to even be in this position, because I used to be the girl that couldn't leave her house without makeup. I wouldn't be in a photo without makeup. I wouldn't go to work without makeup. I wouldn't do anything without the basic mascara, foundation, blush. I've worked so hard over these last few years to learn true self-love and to let go of the things, the beliefs that are no longer serving me. And I really believe that if you do that too, and if you're on that journey too, it's just something that over time you will become more and more comfortable with being in your skin, being bare and open with others. And I find so much beauty in that, and I hope that you do too over time. The seventh thing that I will not be buying in 2025 is toxic house cleaners. I actually have been making my own house cleaner for the last, I'd say almost a year. I've been using Revive Essential Oils Immunity Boost Concentrate to make my all-purpose cleaner in my amber bottle that you might see in some of my videos. I also have been making my own laundry detergent, which I've shared here on my channel, when it comes to cleaning like my toilet bowl and things like that, where you really can just use baking soda, truly. And like I already mentioned, I'm learning to make my own dish soap, which you can do with that liquid cast iron soap, baking soda, vinegar, all sorts of things. There's so much that you can literally do for so much less money that is so much better for you, so much better for the planet, and it will save you so much time and aggravation. The eighth thing that I will not be buying in 2025 is unnecessary clothing. I already shared this in my previous video, and I've shared this in so many of my videos, but I have worked so hard at just decluttering unnecessary stuff from my life. And the biggest one of all has been clothing. I used to toxically buy clothing, and my closet was full of stuff. And still, there's things that I'm holding on to that I probably should just let go of. But there's so many things that I just was not wearing. And the more that I have learned about, again, of what happens to our clothing, the way that it pollutes the world, has just fueled my passion for thrifting first, making sure that if I need something, that I'm looking at the thrift store on Facebook Marketplace and not buying anything that isn't essential. That's just something that I think in and of itself is just a really powerful shift. If you can just get in the habit of looking on Facebook Marketplace or looking at the thrift store before you buy something, it just gets you in the mindset of and even asking those questions, do I really need this thing? The ninth thing that I will not be buying is plastic wrap. Oh, this has been a big one. My eyes were opened over the holidays, just how much I really use plastic wrap in my daily life with making bread and dough rising and you name it. I realized that there's no real way that that's actually getting recycled. So one of the things that I asked for Christmas was cloth bowl covers. You can also buy beeswax covers, which I probably will also be trying in the future. So just being mindful of when it is that you're using plastic wrap and seeing ways that you can replace that use with something that's reusable, like a Pyrex lid or tea towel. In addition to that, the 10th thing that I will not be buying this year is plastic bags, sandwich bags, resealable bags. I will not be buying these in 2025. I will be using up what we currently have, but after that, I have already ordered a set of reusable Ziploc baggies. It was just another revelation that I had recently of literally how much waste I was contributing, and I wasn't even really aware of it. As a stay-at-home mom, as a homeschooler, yes, my kids go to co-op and they go to forest school and things like that. We're in situations where you want something on the go, but just being more intentional about using my Pyrex dishes or using something that's resealable, washable, reusable. Another kitchen item I will not be buying in 2025 is sponges. I am so guilty of this, of buying sponges. Truly, honestly, I have sponges still in my house that I'll have for a while now, but I will not be buying more sponges in 2025. It's just part of the awakening. I feel like once you learn things, you just cannot unlearn them. Currently, I have a bamboo bristle brush at my sink that works perfectly fine for anything I could possibly need. I don't know why I avoided washcloths for so long. I grew up using washcloths. The more I came back around to realizing, wow, I have all these washcloths I'm just not using, and I could just be using them and washing them and reusing them. I'm just very thankful that I finally am to a place where I realize, wow, Amy, no more sponges. The 12th thing that I will not be buying in 2025 is lint rollers. If you are a dog mom or you have hair, you probably understand the real life necessity of a lint roller, but I'm here to say that there are better options out there for us. I have a couple of lint rolls in my closet that I will, again, just be using up, but when they run out, I will be finding a reusable source. Going back to toiletries and bathroom necessities, I will not be buying in 2025 hairspray. As someone that did her hair every single day for pretty much all of my 20s, I know how hard it is to give up hairspray. I just don't think that I can justify it any longer. Not just the aerosol, but like the toxins that are in it, the can that it comes in, the plastic top. I literally have just been going without. Currently, I don't have any hairspray in my hair at all. And yes, will my hair deflate as the day goes on? Absolutely. But I feel like there's so many better options that doesn't have the aerosol, and for me, it's just no longer a necessity. 14th thing that I will no longer be buying is perfume. This has truly been a journey for me, and this last year, that's when I really started to think about the things that I was putting on my body every single day, and perfume was one of them. Perfume is a hormone disruptor. Anything that we are smelling and ingesting, we have to make sure that it's coming from a natural source, because those things can disrupt our hormones. And when you disrupt your hormones disrupt your thyroid, your immune system. Everything is connected and everything can impact one another. And it's just important to keep that in mind, because I know that there's going to be things, like for me, that are hard to let go of, that are so ritualistic and a part of our lives that we don't even know who we are without that thing. But until we really look at the deeper picture, are we really going to understand that, okay, this could be contributing to X, Y, and Z. And until I eliminate it, I won't know how much better I could feel. I won't know if this is the cause and if this is part of the problem. There's so many local artists and vendors, like my friend Haley from Parker's Old Time Farm. She makes a really lovely mist spray that you can use as a room refresher, or I just use it on my body. I use it for everything, and I personally find this just to be so soothing and lovely. 15th thing that I will not be buying in 2025 is plastic Tupperware. I don't feel like I really need to go into this. I feel like this is one that a lot of people are already aware of. We do still have a couple plastic Tupperware containers that I'm trying to phase out, and I've just been slowly but surely replacing everything with glass and Pyrex. The 16th thing that I will not be buying in 2025 is anything containing artificial dyes. This was another scary one that I had no idea how much my kids were actually ingesting until I started reading the labels of the snacks I was giving them. It's really quite scary just how much this stuff is in everything. I don't even know. It's in everything. I feel like you have to be so mindful and intentional when you're buying things and bringing them into your home, making sure that they don't have these things, because they can affect our kids' moods, affect our kids' mental health. 17th thing that I will not be buying in 2025 is candles. I started making candles as a hobby probably 2-3 years ago, as I started to make my own soy candles, and I learned more and more about artificial scents in our home. More convicted I've become to just make my own. If it's not handmade and it doesn't contain natural ingredients, I will not be having it. The 18th thing I will not be buying is nonstick spray. I have actually not bought this in probably over a year, maybe more. I really think it just comes back, for me at least, a convenience thing. Only having to take a second to spray a pan before I put in a loaf, whatever it is that I'm making, versus taking the time to melt my oil, spread it with my hand. Now it's something that I don't even notice. I don't even care. I do it so absentmindedly that I wonder why it took me so long to give it up in the first place. 19th thing I will not be buying is one-use items. If it only has one purpose, if it only has one function, if it isn't like super duper important, like a grain mill, I'm not going to be buying it. You know, I think about things like Swiffers, the lint rollers, things like that, like things that are literally just one use, that take up space, that you have to rebuy and reload in order to keep using them. It's just a big source of waste in my eyes. And so I will not be buying that. The 20th thing that I will not be buying is air freshener spray. Like I already mentioned, my friend Haley over at Parker's Old Time Farm, she makes a really lovely linen room mist spray, body spray, all-purpose spray that you can put all over. And exclusively for those watching this video, she has been so kind to give me a discount code. So if you purchase something from her Etsy shop, you can put in the code SAVE10 to get 10% off, and it will be good until June. So if you are watching this video and it's before June, you still have time. Check out her tallow balm, her room mist spray, and so many of her other incredible products, her maple syrup, goat milk soap. You will not be disappointed. So make sure you take advantage of that. And number 21 on my no buy list for 2025 is new kids toys. I've already been on a mission to declutter the toys that my kids do have, but it's also been a mission of mine that I'm taking that pause, I'm taking that time. If there's something that my kid is really asking for, that I'm sourcing it secondhand. And there's so many things that I was able to find this past Christmas, for my nephew included, that was secondhand. And I feel like, knowing even for myself that I would love to have more babies, this is so important to me, to make sure that I'm not just consuming, and that I'm being sure that I am being mindful of what I actually need, what my kids actually use, and what they actually need, but getting it secondhand or having them wait for a special event like a birthday or Christmas. Number 22 on my list is new books. I have been so passionate about using my local library. Instead of buying new books, I love to once a week go to our local library, let my kids play, and we pick out a stack of books to bring home. And that is what we read from throughout the week. But that way I'm also not hoarding books in my house, and I'm not buying new books from Amazon or the grocery store or whatever. And number 23 on my list, kind of already mentioned this, but it deserves its own category, is laundry detergent. I cannot underemphasize how easy it is to make your own. It works, it does the job. Even just baking soda, or anything that I really want to be vibrant and bright, I just use baking soda if I'm trying to remove stains, and it can save you so much money. That was one of the things I was so shocked by, how much money I was spending every week on groceries with laundry detergent alone. And number 24, we're getting to the end, is unnecessary tech. Something that I would like to invest in for this channel is a microphone, but that's why it's so important to me that I'm not bringing in unnecessary things like iPads or video games. And who needs any more things that they have to worry about breaking if it doesn't serve a real purpose, if it's not super valuable for me and valuable for my business, valuable for our family? I'm not going to be investing in it. And the last but not least on my list for my no buy in 2025 is plastic water bottles. We have not been buying plastic water bottles for so long, but I also understand that people live in certain areas of the country where maybe your water is not as clean or as fresh, and why you may buy plastic water bottles. For me, I feel like it's worth investing and looking into water filters that you can install on your faucet. Even there's things that you can just literally put on your water bottle. There's so many options out there versus buying plastic water bottles. So my loves, I hope that you enjoyed this list, my no buy list for 2025. As I was even sharing it with you, I feel like I myself am feeling more inspired and thinking of things that can challenge push me that I can pursue in not buying this year. But I hope that this gives you a start and it gave you an idea or inspired you with something that maybe you can give up within this year. Really bless you and your family, bless your health, bless your finances, bless this world. And who knows, it might really end up simplifying your life, simplifying your routine and the flow and feel of your home. If you like this video, I would so appreciate it if you would give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments, what are some things that maybe you already don't buy or some things that you are giving up this year. Let's inspire one another. Give me some ideas. And don't forget to go check out Parker's Old Time Farm. Try out their Towel Bomb, their Room Mist Spray, their other incredible goat milk products. Use the code SAVE10 to get 10% off until June 2025. And until next time, my loves, I'll see you in my next one.